Hello. I don't know how to say hello. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another Wrapping It Up 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 with Michi and Friends. How is everyone on this beautiful Saturday morning? I thought this made me laugh, Judy, when I saw that. She says, OMG, I'm on time 2 times in a row. Yay. I changed the intro. Did I? How do you mean? Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, of course. Everyone watching that's here today, and everyone watching or going to watch the replay, thank you so much. And everyone that's lurking in the bushes or the forest. Another word I learned the other day, watching Juan, he said that there's also, the bushes that come out and say hello a little bit, and then there's the ones deep in the forest that are just totally quiet and never say a word. I appreciate every one of you guys. I brought all my projects, and then, YouTube this morning. When I get ready in the mornings, get ready, shower, wash my hair, blow dry my hair, whatever, I try to either listen to my audiobook or listen to a podcast. And sometimes I just put on YouTube, just listen to something totally random, like something silly. Maybe somebody spilling the tea on some celebrity, or just some goofy stuff, brain rot, just anything to get your mood going in the mornings. Well, today, the algorithm did me dirty. So what pops up? Hey, YouTube thought I need to learn another stitch. Yeah, a new stitch. Never seen the stitch, never even heard of this stitch. So I want to try it. It's like you need to try and learn a new stitch. So yeah, it's called the wicker stitch. Have you guys tried this stitch? Do you know of this stitch? It's a multiple of 4. So I'm curious if anybody has tried the wicker stitch. This was for all things, it was a left-handed tutorial that popped up on my screen, and it was by Mikey from the Crochet Crowd, the wicker stitch. So I was just curious to see if you guys have tried this one yet, but I have some ideas for it. I want to say hi to those in the chat. Rebecca says, I have the 5-year-old grandson and you're keeping us company on the TV. Jackson says, hi, Michi. I love that name, Jackson. Hello, Jackson. Have so much fun with your grandma. Does he call you grandma or Nana or Mimi? What does he call you? I already decided what my grandkids are going to call me, if I ever have any. I hope so. You never heard of it, Leanie? You never heard of it? It's beautiful. What I want to do, you guys know I'm making this subscriber count blanket, and I'm so excited because you see this purple. We made it. We made it to the next color change, purple. This is called Hot Springs, this color. And so every time I stop and switch colors, I have leftovers. So with these leftovers, I'm going to make another blanket to give to one of my subscribers, because this one is going to stay with me, but I'm going to use the same colors in the same order with the leftovers, and I'm going to make a new blanket, and I'm going to use the wicker stitch because it's really pretty. I really think that's going to be a really nice blanket. I'm going to do the wicker stitch with the leftovers, and then that blanket is going to go to one of you guys, one of my subscribers. And we're going to try it out because I have that first color. I have a little bit left over, and I'm going to give that a try this morning. So Tank says, Grandpa. Oh, you're saying hi to Grandpa? Is Lena Nena Banana in the chat? Hello, Luna. Good morning. Yeah. Oh, did you hear that? She said good morning back. Aw, she's talking more to me now. Even when I walked in the door, I always say good morning, hello. Aw, hello, Luna. Hi. Yes, I love you too. Be a good girl. Hello, little bricks or little Lego. Hello. And let me just say, I'm going to scroll up and see who all is here as far as I can scroll. Cindy Lou is here. Good morning. She says, good morning, sunshine. We'll be watching on TV, sipping on my first cup of coffee and working on my cardi. Much love to everyone. And then Tank is here. Hello, hello. She needed more coffee. Dawn Aaron says she'll be lurking because she's working on that beautiful sweater. And there is Zoomy over here, Luna. And there is Vicky. Good morning. Renee Unraveled. Hello, hello. Julie Ashley. Hi there. And of course, Leanie. She's always lurking, working on her projects. And there is Judy. Yes. Hello, hello. And there is Lacey Lavender. How are you? Julia Downham. How do you do? Kim's Craft Shack Shop. Gloria. Hello, hello. Oh, the background, I changed I put the blanket. Yes, I kind of wanted some color this morning. I wanted a little bit of color. She's going to be in the bushes, and there is Monica. And you're hanging out in the woods a lot. Awesome. And then there's Rebecca with Jackson. And then let's see who else is here. Debbie is here. Arrow Lover Margie is here. Who else? He loved that. Oh, I'm so happy. Lena Banana. And how is Thor? Yes. And I did bring you guys something. For those that are always here, Leslie's Crochet Corner. Kim G. Hello. I'm just scrolling. Diane Major. And of course, Little Lego. Hope you're doing good. And let's see. I'm on Saturday mornings. I come on between 9:45 and 10 o'clock. Just depends on how my morning goes. And we're going to spend some time together. This is what we're doing. We're bringing our projects, 3 projects to be precise, or more, dishes, chores, laundry, any kind of whips. If you're making maybe a new Lego set, or maybe a diamond painting, maybe you are watercoloring, or you're coloring in your coloring book, or you're crocheting and knitting. We're going to do it in segments of 3. Today, I would like to do 30 minutes. I would like to just up it a little bit. I would like to do 30 minutes 3 times. Makes it a little longer if you guys are okay with that. I just think 30 minutes gives us a little bit more time, because I'm chatting with you and I would like to get a little bit done on my project. So I thought, let's try 30 minutes. Each segment. I'm going to go ahead and get my timer ready here. And then, okay, hold on. I'm like pushing all the wrong buttons. I need my timer. There we go. 30 minutes. All right, I'm going to get this going here in a second. No, she wouldn't. She's not going to bite my nose. She's gotten really, I think she's more used to me being here more often, and I come at lunch and I sit with her, and then when Ramona is not here, I sit with her and cuddle with her, and she loves my project bags. She always finds one and lays on it. Vicky, everybody's saying hi to Luna. Wasn't she just the cutest coming over here? And there is Sandra. Oh my gosh. Oh, she's working on the Olga Paltova pattern that looks like faux mosaic. Interesting. I need to look that up. But I'm so excited because Monday, the members blanket will arrive at Sandra's house Monday. And so she's going to be putting her little stitches on the blanket. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited about this blanket. You have no idea. I can't wait to see everyone's section on that. If you are not aware, I do have some members, and I decided to do a little members project. We have a blanket going around. Everybody puts a few rows on it, and then at the end we'll do a little slideshow and we'll show it off. And I will show it off to everyone, not just my members. But Sandra also helps me out with little videos and little slideshows. And if you were in my, was it Wednesday when I talked about what's in the tub, or was it Sunday? But I'm going to have a little, okay, long story short, it's Lent. Lent started February 10th. and it ends March 24th. I gave up. Oh my gosh, it hurts. I gave up buying yarn for the next 40 days. I am trying to stay strong. I will not buy any yarn, but it does not hold me from or keep me from filling up shopping carts everywhere. So I have a shopping cart going at Premier. I got a shopping cart going at the Etsy shop. So I got shopping carts filling up. Hirschner's even. I even got some in Hirschner's. And then they bother you. They send you emails. Hey, you forgot your shopping cart. Come back, come back. And I'm like, no, I didn't forget. I just can't buy. So instead, because I still love to show yarn, I will show you what's in my tubs. I have so many tubs of yarn that I don't even know what's in them in some of them. So we're going to start this new little project of what's in the tub, what's in the tub. And she made me a little video. I'm going to show it. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to show you guys what that little video looks like. It is so much fun. I know it's just 20 seconds, but Sandra is just so awesome, and I would like to show you guys. So this is what's going to happen tomorrow. We're going to go and dig in a tub. She is so awesome. I love it. I absolutely love this. Sandra, thank you so very much. And Trish, hello, hello. Trish is working on an Easter blanket with daffodil squares. Oh, you guys, as I was driving away from my house this morning, I looked over and my daffodils are out. They're out and saying hello. And I know every time I see my daffodils, my birthday's right around the corner. So I am just so excited. What's in the tub? Exactly. We're going to start it tomorrow. I'm going to bring a big tub and then we're going to dig in it. And then we're going to sort it out. We're going to sort it out. My hair is kind of weird this morning. We're going to sort it out of what should I give away, what should I donate, and what should I make a project with. Probably most is probably going to go into giveaways or mystery boxes, but we'll see. I'm going to bring a big tub and a little tub. We're going to go through 2 tubs tomorrow. Lena Nena says Share Fast started this Monday. Oh my goodness. Well, good luck with that. Make sure you get your vitamins though. And you got more snow. Aw. I love snow though. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, thank you. And there's Carrie. Hello, Carrie. It's gonna be expensive saving a shopping cart for 40 days. No, I'm gonna keep it, I'm gonna try to keep it minimal. Not gonna, because actually this couldn't have happened at a better time because my daughter has a prom dress in layaway, so most of the money is going to go to that anyways. So they wouldn't have been much money to spend on yarn anyways, because my goodness, we are in the wrong business, guys. Those prom dresses are expensive. I'm just kind of glad it's my last one for her, but I'm also emotional because it's the last. So and it's beautiful. She picked a beautiful blue and it's sparkly and it's just, it's gorgeous. She's going to be so pretty. Debbie Graber's got a doctor's appointment this week. Swelling in your right hand, no physical therapy last week. Oh no. Oh, prayers. Oh, massage maybe? Maybe can you massage some of that off? I'm so sorry to hear that. You're watercoloring and dog sitting. I love that. You're crocheting a wheelchair wrap for nursing home donation. I love that, Suzanne. And hello, good morning, by the way. Playing dominoes with Jackson. How fun. Are those fun dominoes with pictures on them, or are they the originals? And Jen Reeves is here. Hello, hello. Erica, hello, how are you? Oh, I can still call you Little Lego? Awesome. Yes. Okay. Hey, Trish. Awesome. I think I got everybody. If not, please say hi and I will look at the chat and say hi back. So I'm going to go ahead. No daffodils for me yet. Yeah, oh, you're expecting a blizzard? New York is expecting a blizzard tomorrow also. Angela Mills, good morning. It never ends. They go to college, need help. I know. I hope so, because I always called my grandma's Oma. That's the grandma, the nickname for grandma in German. Of course, it's Großmutter. Großmutter is your grandmother. That was the proper German. But the nicknames was always Oma. But I want to be Omi. I want to be a little bit more of a nickname. So it's going to be OMI. Whenever I have a grandchild, they're going to call me Omi. The original. Got it. And hello, Zach. Good morning. How are you? Sending you a big warm hug. You're working on a granny tote. Nice. Nor'easter blizzard here. Ugh, I'm telling you, I live in the wrong state. I do. I live in the wrong state. But I want to show you guys something. For those that stick with me and they're going to work on your projects this next hour and a half, we're going to do a little giveaway at the end in the chat. So this is one of Bag a Day Crochets. I took it out of the mystery box pile. It is the Gold Sparkle DK, 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and 5% stellina. It's a DK 3-weight, 231 yards. I think that would make a beautiful hide a hickey dicky or a beanie. It's gorgeous. So stick around. Little Lego, happy birthday. What was mother again? Mutter. Mutter is mother. But the nickname for mother is mama. Mama or mummy. But I always said mama. Mama. But it's Mutter. Großmutter is like the big mother, because groß means big. So it's Großmutter is grandmother, Mutter, mother, and great grandmother is Uroma or Groß great grandmother. Yeah, the Uroma. Yeah. Oh, I am sorry. And you know, I may not either. We'll see. You are an Oma. I love that. I miss mine so much. And let's just go ahead and play Little Lego and everyone else that had a birthday this last week. A little happy birthday. Can you see it? All right, I started the timer right over here. And happy birthday. You don't want kids, Zach? That's what my daughter, she's like, some days she's like, I want to have a bunch of kids. And then she's like, maybe I'll adopt. And then my son, I don't know. He's living his adult life. So he's, not ready yet. Your birthday was on the 15th. Happy belated birthday. Sing Neon says, I picked Oma for my grandkids. I came across it when I read a book by a German author. I love that. And Ramona, she adopted the Oma as well. So she is Oma for her grandkids. They have called her Oma from the very get-go. Ever since she met me, she asked me how we say grandma in German, and then that's what she had her grandkids call her Oma. Luna is very friendly today. What's the matter? Are you bored? Do you need some yarn? Where's your banana? Where's your banana? Let me go get her banana. Hold on. There it is. Oh, did you unravel it? Did you unravel it? Here, there's your banana peel. Here, there you go. she got it. She got that little banana peel that I had. Feels like I missed a spot. It's all right. Yeah, I made a banana peel when I made the amigurumi for Lena Nana, and she kind of started to like it, so I let her have it. So I want to try this. Let me grab the crochet hook. Oh, I wanted to show you this. I actually caked it up. If you saw the spit up of that cake the other day, I balled it all up. This is the Hobby Horizon, and I did, and I'm sorry I'm saying and so much today. I added the little puff stitch that was recommended, and then a double crochet. What stitch should I add next? Got a double crochet since I am turning my work. Can I do a front post, back post? I could. I think I'm going to do a front post, back post next. But this is the little puff stitch that was recommended, so I did that. And this is all balled up because it was a cake and it was starting to vomit all over the place, so I balled it up instead. And let's see here. Oh, yes. Crystal's new beanie. I didn't have enough yarn. I thought I would have enough yarn. I had a little bit left of this. I don't remember what this one was. It's a merino. It's a superwash merino, but I don't remember. But I started her new beanie, but I did not have enough. It's an interesting stitch. It's a 2 double crochet, chain 2, and then single. It's an interesting stitch, makes a really nice textured fabric, but I did not have enough, so I'm going to have to frog it. I'm going to frog it, and I'm going to restart it with a different yarn, and I'm just going to make my Michi, my friendship beanie with it, because I know this is enough yarn to make one of those instead. But yeah, I started it. It's a really nice, super, super easy. It looks kind of intimidating, but it is a very easy beanie to make. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm not going to add the purple for today until this evening. I'm going to wait. I'm not going to do it yet, but I want to get out the leftovers of those 2 colors that I had at the beginning there. Right here. This was the Yosemite. This is what I have left of the Yosemite, and this is what I have left of the, what is it called? The Canyonlands. So I'm going to start with this, and we're going to make this multiple by 4, so add 3. So I'm going to make it 120 stitches. I'm going to use my eye hook, the 5.5 millimeter, and 120 is a pretty good size lap blanket. I would have lived a much different life, but now I want to come back as a cat. You want to come back as a cat? Oh, ça va, Sharon? How are you? Hello, hello to Belgium. All right, let's start. So this is a multiple by 4. And now I'm doing this by memory because I watched this video this morning. So I hope I remember the setup rows and everything. But like I said, I can just make it my own. As long as I get to the stitch itself. It's a really pretty stitch. I like it. All right, what are you working on? What are you guys working on? 4. 30. Got 30 so far. 30, 30, 30. I don't have my counter with me or my Sorry about your car troubles. Oh no, who's got car troubles? I had to get a new battery a couple months ago for my car. My mom said to go to Napa. I got a battery for 153. Wow, they have gotten expensive car batteries. Wow, I thought $80 when my son had to pay more than that too, and he has a Nissan Rogue. He drives a Nissan Rogue, and his was like 120 something. What is it, girl? Are you bored? Are you bored? Are you bored? Okay, that was 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. My 4-year-old grandson requested a new blanket. Working on that. Oh, nice. A 4T sweater for your granddaughter. Nice. I remember my grandma making wearables for me all the time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 50, 50, 50. And she's sitting on my lap. I don't know if you can see that, but she's thinking she's gonna make herself comfortable. She does. But what is it with pets? My dogs do the same at my house. Whenever I start talking to the camera, that's when they want to come and cuddle. You gonna sit on my arm? Let's not, please. Please? Okay. Okay, 50, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 60. Delica bead. Oh, your beads? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70. I gotta count it out because I normally have a counter with me or write it down somewhere. So 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80. 6, 7, 8, 9, 90. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 100. 100. Actually, the 100, maybe I'll make it a 100 and, no, I think I'll keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 110. Yeah, they think I'm talking to the pets. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 120. Perfect. And now add 3. 1, 2, 3. Because that's going to count as your first double crochet. And then we're going to do double crochet in the... let's see, I'm going to do it because we're only going to do the double crochet as a 2. So I think we're going to do it in the 3rd stitch. Yeah. And I like to work in the back bumps. So we got 1, 2, 3 in the 3rd. I'm going to put it, let's do a single. I'm going to do a single crochet work. No? You know what? I'm going to pull it up because I can do the setup. No, I need to know. I need to know what the setup row was. Okay. Wicker stitch. It's so pretty. All right. Second stitch, so he's just doing a single crochet in the 2nd. Okay, so he did do just single crochets. All right, set up row, single crochet. Across. They know you're busy doing something else and want your attention. They're like children when you make a phone call, yes, or when you go to the bathroom. They just have to bother you. My week was busy, you guys. Oh, it was so busy. And yesterday was probably the craziest of them all. I was exhausted when I got home. I couldn't even eat my dinner. I got me a salad, a grilled chicken salad. And those poor folks, they had to make it over because I have to order it without cheese. And as soon as I got there, they were like, "We're so sorry. We have to make it over because they put cheese on it on accident." So I was like, "It's okay." So they made that salad over, no cheese. But when I got home, I was so tired. I ate like two bites, and then I was already nodding off. I added my row onto my subscriber blanket, uploaded a little short video sharing my happy for the day, and that was it. And I was out like a light. I love this yarn, guys. This is that Heartland Lion brand. It's such a nice soft acrylic. It reminds me of Schitt's Creek. Nah, it's softer than Schitt's Creek, but Schitt's Creek is a nice blanket yarn too. One of my favorites. But I have to say, this Heartland is up there on my top fives. You going into the bushes, Vicky? All right. Thank you. And don't forget to drink water. Stay hydrated, everyone. If you need to get up and walk around, if you need to stretch your hands. Okay, let's go back to the timer. See if I can get to the stitch before the timer runs out. It as the basket weave? No? I don't know about that. The basket weave, I think this wicker is a little bit more dense because it's actually going down below in the row. The basket weave, I remembered that different. But hey, so many stitches have different names. What you doing, Luna? You like my Michael's bag. That's the bag she likes to sit on, that red Michael's bag. You gonna sit down? You sniffing? Sandra, I hope you're not allergic to cats because she's been around your blanket. But I will make sure I will air them out. I mean, she's not sitting on them. She's just what you just saw, sniffing. That's all she does. And they don't stay here. They're always with me, those whips. They go in the car. They go to the house. And my cats are not allowed. My pets are not allowed in my yarn room. No pets, no boys. Hubby knows he's not allowed in that room. Hello, Sanita. Good morning. I just Googled it, and that is what it's showing. Okay. I will look it up. It was a new stitch to me. The basket weave, I remembered it a little bit different. But hey, Google. Wonder why it's, I don't know. Because the next row, you're going to make 4, like little clusters of 4 double crochets. And then the next row after that, you're going to work in between those 4 double crochets. And that would creates these little, kind of like these little V shapes. Basket weave has 3 stands. Wicker stitch is more of a single. Ah, okay, so this wicker stitch has 4. And then you put the next 4 in here. So then you have like these big V's. It's a little different. I remember the wicker, the basket weave a little different. It was new to me, and I thought this is a great stitch to try out for this leftover yarn. And then I'm going to make that a blanket to give away to one subscriber, on top of the other giveaway once I hit the 3K. That is that whole set of the Magnolia O-Fire crochet hooks. Once we get to the 3,000, it would be amazing. It would be awesome if we could make it in time for the anniversary party, for my birthday party. That would be, but it's not going to happen. It's going to be a while longer. Because we're now at day 53 and we still have 7 colors to go. By Christmas. Probably by Christmas time. Very different stitches. Sometimes, yeah, but like I said, Leni, some people name their stitches. You know, there are so many names for so many stitches. Every stitch pretty much has like at least two names, if not more. But yeah, YouTube algorithm this morning thought I needed to learn this stitch. And I watched it left-handed, which is, I don't crochet left-handed. All right, I'm almost down. Yep, yeah, some people call, yes, exactly. One of the stitches, actually the one I call blanket stitch, that I'm actually using for the subscriber count blanket, I believe is also called the Elizabeth stitch, I think. And I think there's another name for it. Some change stitch patterns a bit and rename them. Yeah. I like how the wicker stitch is kind of like, it resembles spike stitches because you're working in the row below. You're kind of spiking down in the stitch from the row below. I thought it would look really good with this yarn. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. He made me laugh though. When he started his row, he chained 2. I like to do the stacked singles. That way, if you don't plan on making a border, you have a nice crisp edge. And he chained 2, and he says, and I had to comment. It was so funny. It made me laugh. He said, and then you crochet 2. This is going to count as your first double crochet. And he says, and I'm not doing 3 because some people chain 3. And he says, because it looks awful. Not because he doesn't like it or whatever. He just says, because it looks awful. That made me laugh. Okay, what's going on here, bump? Coming to the end. It's not letting me catch. There we go. 2 more. Anybody cooking any breakfast? I had coffee. I normally don't, but I had a cup today because I had some time and I came by the coffee camper. There he goes. And it's called Hope Filled. She doesn't have it on her cup, but it's so good, you guys. It's oat milk. It does not hurt my tummy, and I'm happy about that. So I'm gonna, so he crocheted two, he chained two, but I'm gonna do a stacked single. Because I don't think I'll be putting on a border on this. Okay. And then, I believe he skipped 2 and then put 4. But I'm going to double check it. You had a cinnamon roll with coffee. That sounds good. You had beef stir fry. Ooh, we had donuts and coffee. I'm just having coffee. We had biscuits. Oh my gosh, I missed that. But guess what? One more week. I get my acupuncture this next Friday. Okay, let's get all the way. Okay, here we go. So he chained 2. We're skipping the first single. Gotcha. And then the second, 2 double crochets in the second stitch. And then we're going to, in the very next single, place 2 double. Okay, so he's doing 2 doubles, and then I think he skips 2. Now you're going to then skip 2 stitches, and then the third one away, 2 doubles, and then 2 doubles, and that's how it goes all the way across. Got it. Got it. Just have just coffee, mammogram in a bit on a Saturday. Then you'll think about food. Oh, that's gonna be okay. Your mammogram is gonna be all good, Leslie. I like to hear that you can get it done on a Saturday. That's nice. Okay, so this is. Did I do this just now right? Did he say skip the first? He did, right? Yes. And then 2 doubles. Probably should make notes. 2 doubles. And then skip 2 and 2 doubles. Okay. What I don't like about getting mammograms is you're not allowed to do any lotion or any deodorant, and I am so bad I have to lotion because I have eczema, so I don't like mammogram days. Because no lotion, no deodorant. I don't like that. I'm at a southern barbecue restaurant now eating pulled pork and fries. Where are you? What restaurant is open this early for barbecue? Oh, maybe you're in East Coast because that's 11:30 right now, so that could be. Skip 2. But that sounds good. You guys, I miss that. I miss ribs. I miss beef tips, steak, pork chops. I miss my pork chops. Bacon. I miss bacon. Yeah, it's 11:30. Gotcha. I figured you must be somewhere time ahead of me. Yeah, it's 10:30 here. So So this is what it looks like. You got those 2 double crochets, and then the next one gets 2 double crochets, and then you skip 2, and then later you're going to be working 4 double crochets in between those. But he first does 1 single crochet in between. Michelle says, yes, you will have to do, because you will have to do MRIs. Yep. To make sure everything is good. And it's so important for our male viewers. Go get your checks as well, please, because my husband, he wouldn't listen to me for years, and now we're dealing with quite a few things. So even guys need to get their checkups. I miss eating in general, but I have another 20 pounds to lose. But you do eat, right? Do you do protein shakes instead, or you just have a limited diet like me, all plant-based? I really hope that acupuncture is going to work. I read all the comments with the cheesecakes. Oh my gosh. From last Sunday. And by the way, if you haven't commented on last Sunday Fun Day, don't forget, because that's the first thing we're going to do tomorrow, is pull a winner from that. My insurance stopped paying for shots, but I don't want to take shots. I got really ill from them. Scrimshaw Rose, are you talking about the GPL ones? And how are you, by the way, Scrimshaw Rose? Are you recovering okay? And I don't know if Tracy is here. You cut your portions way down, and I'm losing weight. Yay! That's the trick. Cut your portions. Don't deprive. Just eat little, and increase your physical activity. Or go plant-based like me, and then you drop the pounds like nothing else. I've never lost as much weight on any diet than on this one. You have to pay out of pocket for the shot, so I'm not messing this up. Renee, I'm wondering, we have a lot of patients that at the beginning of the year, yes, they have to pay until they meet their deductible, and then the insurance is picking it up again. But every one of those companies that offer these GLP-1s, may it be Mounjaro or Wegovy, or not Mounjaro or Ozempic. Okay, let's pause it. They have programs. They have programs where you can get it for a certain amount a month that will help until you reach your deductibles. Because I had a lady just Thursday here, she was like, oh my gosh, before insurance it was $2,000. After insurance, her part would have been $1,400, and then she went and got that little coupon, and then she paid $25. Still having pain, but I can move a little better. I will be in the boot for maybe 4 to 5 weeks. Yikes! Yes. My daughter was 5 years with alpha-gal and then was fine for 6 months. She called very sick last night from a flare-up. Oh no, Rebecca, did she have acupuncture? I take the shots and pay out of pocket. I just eat very small amounts of what I want to get my protein intake. Yeah, and there's always the protein shakes. Those Premier protein shakes. I love the cafe latte one. I can't have them, and with the almond milk it's not as good. But that's a good way of getting your protein, is protein shakes. And it's not just the protein you need to get. You need to get all your macros. You need to get your carbs. You need to get your carbs, your fats. Okay, almost done. I want to do at least one time, and then I'll switch. Want to hear torture? I can't have meat for 55 days. So Tank doesn't text me that she's cooking bacon. She leaves a voice message where I hear it sizzle. Oh my gosh, that is so mean. That is mean. Tank, spank your hand for me, please. But Lena Nena, that's me. I haven't been able to eat meat since Thanksgiving. I found out about Alpha Gal the weekend after Thanksgiving is when because my boss knew, she found out right when Thanksgiving, she found out, but she didn't want to tell me until we came back to work. That's mean, right? But I know I did not know that. Oh, Tank. Oh my gosh. She didn't know. You can make some turkey. No. So you're not allowed to do any meat at all, even burnt, like turkey bacon? You're not allowed any meat? Or just, I know, they're teasing each other. They know. Those two, they love each other. No worries. But that's funny. That's something my husband would play on me. I bet, yeah, he's done it. He ate some ribs the other night, and it was torture for me to watch. All right, I'm almost at the end of the row here. No meat at all. So just veggies and fruit. How about eggs? Are you allowed eggs? So I gave up yarn. Okay, so we're skipping the last two, and the last stitch gets a double crochet. Yay! Okay. So this is what it looks like so far. And now we're gonna, pretty sure we're just chaining one and then go around. Yep. And now we're going to do a single crochet across. The church gives up a lot more than that. I keep dairy and eggs because of health reasons. I know, yes. Because I know it's really hard when you do fasting. Vicky says, when I diet, I eat only leafy green veggies and it works very well. Sometimes I would add tuna to the salad, but otherwise just no sugar or oil dressing. Nice. Yeah, I am not allowed to eat tuna. It's apparently, unless you buy fresh tuna, like deep sea fished tuna, caught tuna, but if the tuna cans, I was advised to stay away from because it could have whale and dolphin in it, which is mammal. So I cannot have that. All right, single crochets across. Let's start the timer. I will change projects in a minute, but I do want to get to the stitch, to the actual stitch. I know, Jennifer. I know. I've been pretty good. But I do miss my candies. I miss my gummy bears. Because gummy bears, I even had to change vitamins because my vitamins, lots of them had gelatin in them. I had capsules and I had chewable vitamins, and they had bovine gelatin in it, so I can't take those. Yep, no processed foods. And which is it's a pretty healthy diet, no processed foods. I know my family is getting tired of it too, because all there is fresh vegetables, fruit. I don't buy any, not so much snack foods, because I can't have any, and they can support me a little bit. I do buy my daughter once in a while some chocolates that she loves and brownies, but most of the time we're all trying to snack a little better. Now, Swedish fish I can have. That is one candy I am allowed to eat. That, and my secret sister at work, she brought me a bag yesterday of Swedish fish lemonade. They were lemonade. They were actually blue in color instead of the usual red. And they have like this lemony taste. Those are really good. I keep them in my work drawer for snack time at work in between when I need to pick me up. And Sour Patch Kids. I can have Sour Patch Kids and those Swedish fish. So after this row, we're going to do the actual stitch. Yep. There is one chocolate, pretty much the European chocolates, because there is no, the chocolate is not as processed as the chocolate here, no preservatives, etc. And high cocoa, so the darker the better. And Ramona actually gifted me some Mexican chocolate, and that I handled very well. But yeah, chocolate is hard. I really would like some. I'm craving a good piece of cake, and I'm craving the yogurt chocolate chip cappuccino ice cream. It's cappuccino chocolate chip yogurt ice cream. That's what it's called. Cappuccino chocolate chip yogurt ice cream from Brahms. I've got to have some of that soon. I hope. Acupuncture gods, I hope it works. Almost done with this row. Hello, hello everyone coming in. Good morning, Samantha. Hello. Let's see here. Nisi is here. Good morning. Hello. Even the spice package. Yes, spices. I was very surprised. There were a lot of spices that I had to learn to avoid that have wheat in it because of my gluten allergy. And then I had to watch it for more ingredients such as bovine and milk. There are, believe it or not, a lot of dry milk and stuff. And winter, I don't see. Did Winter Nightmare come in? Yes, hello. It's been a while. How are you? Hello, hello. All right, so now we're going to do another stacked single instead of chaining two. And now we're starting to stitch. So here's that little cluster of the 4. And we're going to go in between, in this hole in between, and put 4 double crochets. 2, 3, 4. And you don't chain any or anything, you just go straight to the next one and repeat 4. And then it's going to start looking like this. Can you see it yet? It's kind of looks like a shell kind of spiking down. I like it. And then we're going to put single crochets. I may put a half double, I don't know, but single crochet row in between. So let me go across. 2, 3, 4. I think it's going to be really pretty once it grows. Samantha, you've been sticking to fruits now. I have to watch. Yeah, see, I can't have goat's milk either, Vicky. I'm not allowed to have goat. I have to do oat milk or almond milk, and I do not care for almond milk. Something about it I don't like, but oat milk I like. I was recommended to get the chocolate almond milk, but I haven't seen it in our stores. It's only vanilla. I usually just see vanilla or regular. And muffins. Yum, yum. So I can see this stitch working up really fast, because all you do is a row of single crochets and then you're just spiking those 4 stitches into that. Doesn't it look pretty? I like it. I really do. I like it. Yes, I can drink almond milk, but I don't care much for it. So far, I've tried the company Silk. I've tried their almond milk. And I have tried, oh, what's that company? Ebony. Carob powder. Never heard of that. But I do like oat milk. It's not bad. And I kid you not, the other day I was breaking out in my face. And I looked at my soap and it had goat's milk in it. And I think that's why I was breaking out. Because then as soon as I stopped using it, I'm fine. So weird. Samantha, later I'm going to have a little giveaway. You just stick around, work on some projects. And I have one hank that I'm going to be giving away. And then just come to my lives, because you know there's always something. I do have giveaways quite often. But Tanner, no, yeah, I'm not giving Tanner away right now. No. That was a lot of work, Samantha. Tanner is a lot of work. It's a lot of parts that have to be sewn together. For now, maybe my anniversary celebration perhaps, but not right now. No. But you can always look up the pattern and give it a try for yourself. Try making it. It is a little bit more challenging because you have to make a lot of body parts and then sew them together, but you can do it. I know you can. Yeah, and then a lot of people won Michi Makes because they won a golden ticket in one of my mystery boxes. And like I said, some of my giveaways. 3, 4. Yep. So just stick around, come to my lives, and we're gonna have my channel anniversary coming up in March. There'll be giveaways. There will be opportunities to win Michi Makes and such. Okay. Does anybody else have a senior in school right now that's going to graduate this year? We've been doing a lot of scholarship applications. I don't know what her decision is going to be of what college she's going to go with. A lot of colleges have offered her tuition. She may be following her brother's footsteps and go to the Tulsa University, but I don't know. The pattern is the Tanner pattern is not a free pattern. It's a paid for pattern, unless she's giving it out for free. But it was Nicole Chase is the creator of Tanner, the Tyrannosaurus, and I bought her pattern a few years ago though, so maybe it's free now. I don't know, but I paid for it. I think she has several little tutorials up, not the whole thing, but I know she has the frill. When you put the frill around on the head, she has that tutorial, I believe, on her channel. Go check her out. Her name is Nicole Chase. All right, coming to the end of the row. You don't have the knock or patience for amigurumi. That's, yeah, some, but it's fun. I do enjoy it. I enjoy the challenge, but the sewing parts together can be tricky. But then I try to adjust the patterns to make them no sew, because you can do that. You can attach the legs and the arms by crocheting them on instead of sewing them on. So I'm always happy when I find a no sew amigurumi pattern. All right, here we go. And now we're coming to the end. And I believe since we started with a double crochet, we're going to end it with a double crochet. I think I was going to put it in that last stitch. 1, 2, 3, right over here. All right. So this is what it looks like. And I think that's what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to measure and see, and I need a stitch marker. So let's get a stitch marker and measure how long this is. And then I'm going to switch projects. Okay. This is 120 stitches. Let's look. What do you guys guess? It's quite big. I think it's about 50, between 50 and, yep, 51. It's 51 inches wide. Just measured by hand, so it's nice. It's going to be a nice little blanket. I think amigurumi is just practice, 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 practice. But this is going to be the member blanket that goes alongside with my subscriber blanket. I'm just going to use it up. So whenever I'm out of that color that was left over, I'm going to switch to the next, which the next one is the mustard. And then after that is the purple, the hot springs, but I am working on that right now. So this is the subscriber blanket, which is the blanket stitch. Yay. I like it. I'm happy. Yes, I am not at my house and Tanner is not with me. He is in my amigurumi tub with all of my amigurumi yarn, and that is actually at the house because I'm working on a horse right now. Yes, the mustard is one of my favorites. It is really pretty. It's called Canyon Lands. And then Hot Springs is what's on the hook right now, which is that purple. And then the next one is the Rocky Mountains. That's where we're going to go next. And I think we're about 40 subscribers away from this one. I think this is gorgeous. That's so pretty. So, so pretty. That's the Rocky Mountains. Let's see here. Rocky Mountains. Then after Rocky Mountains comes this little blush. It's called Capitol Reef. After that, it's the Great Smoky Mountains, like a little grayish. After that is blue, the Carlsbad Caverns. And then another favorite of mine is the Mammoth Cave, this bluish, this brownish gray. And then Kobuk Valley. Am I getting these mistakes? Yeah, this is the Kobuk. It's another little purple, kind of like a lavender. After that is the Grand Canyon, this gray brown. It's like a beige. And then we got Black Canyon. And at the end, because I'm finishing it, I've started with one of my favorites, Yosemite, and I'm finishing with one of my favorites, the Glacier Bay. And then we're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate 3K giveaway. We're going to have a blanket and a whole set of O-Fire Magnolia hooks. And I believe Samantha actually won one of those Magnolia hooks not too long ago. No, I am not at my house. I am at my mom number 2's house, Ramona's house. Much better internet because my internet is still in process of getting changed. We decided we are updating our Wi-Fi router and we're switching companies. The colors are so pretty, Tank. Yes, I love them. There are so many though. There's so many more. There is one that's called, it's another brown. It starts with an S. Sierra? Sequoia. That's another one. I wish my store had that one. You did? You used safety eyes with lashes? Oh, I love it. I used the lashes eyes on that horse I'm working on, but I put them on the wrong way, but that's okay. It's still going to look cute. You got the hook? Nice. Do you like working with it? Next, what am I going to work on next? I think we're going to work on tanks. And for tanks, I'm using this yarn right here. It's beautiful teal. So, so pretty. And I think it's what it's called. Yep, teal with sparkle. And it's the Big Twist Twinkle. Oh, hello, Amber. Trying to figure out a way to organize and store all my whips. Want a shelf to put baskets. That's a great idea. But then you're going to end up with a lot of more whips. You organize your whips, you're going to have all kinds of, because that's what my living room looks like right now. I got baskets baskets and bags galore. I need to finish some of these. Yes. Yep. All right, here we go. Hello, Eljoy. Good morning. How are you? And please leave your thumbs in the. Okay, hold on. When you come in, push that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. Yep. Any plans for today? I am meeting my daughter in town at noon. That's as far as I'm planning today. That's as far as I'm planning. I don't want to. I always say, and then I'm going to do this and this and this, and it never happens. So today I'm just going to go step by step. Next step is meeting with Annalise. Just rolled out of bed. Not sure yet. How is everything here? There? Any fires? No. The fires are about 6 hours away. They're more toward the panhandle of Oklahoma. Later, I'm bringing Jackson to say hi to his great Grammy and Papa. Aw, nice. So who won dominoes? Who won dominoes? No, we're on the second round right now, Samantha, right? Yes, this is yeah, we're just about to start the third. And in the third round, we'll do a little giveaway. That smoke can cause, yes, it can. This is a blanket that I'm gonna finish this weekend because it needs to go out in the mail. And then I got the other blanket I'm finishing up. I should have 3 whips done by Monday, so I'm excited about that. Get rid of 3 whips. You had to go and check to make sure I left a comment on last Sunday night. Alrighty, good. Yes, make sure you get all the words. I'm finishing the sweater. I'm doing a small project. I'm casting on that Sophie scarf. Ooh, nice. I want to cast on that asymmetrical scarf as well, but I told myself no more starting stuff until I'm done with some of these. And last stitch. I think I get distracted. No Adderall. Oh no. You have around 15. Oh my gosh, I got so many. I really should. I know I counted the ones just around me at home were like 12, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 around me here. Just sitting here, right here. I have 9 whips. 10 if you count that little beanie I started that I have to frog. Yep. The other day I was like, where are all my project bags? And they all have a project in them. And baskets. These are like these little from Hobby Lobby. They were on sale. They're on sale when yarn is not on sale. And these are those little baskets. Perfect for whips. Samantha's got 5 whips going. Tank, it's the mama stitch, or my version of the mama stitch. My version of the mama stitch with a double crochet row in between. Do you want a sneak? Would you like a sneak peek? I'll give you a little sneak peek. There. It's pretty. Did you see? Love those baskets for a project. I just need somewhere to put them instead of all over my floor. Right. Yeah. You need a shelf. Like a deep shelf where you can scoot them in. I would love to have someone build me one. That would be nice. Like a custom built wall of shelves. I wish I knew a carpenter. It is beautiful teal. It's a beautiful color. And I believe this is a color you can get still, right, at Michael's? Because that's where I got it. I don't think I've seen this color at Hirschner's. They have other twinkle, but I did not see the teal at Hirschner's. I saw this one at Michael's. And I think I'll need about four of these. So this is the second, third, 1, 2 left. Yeah, I think I need about 4. Now on to your sleeves, the never-ending single crochet sweater, but it's going to be so beautiful. I have a shelf above everything all along the cabin. Oh yeah, I bet. That's a good idea too. I have one shelf in my yarn room that I need to anchor back to the wall because we moved it from one wall to the other and I had to unhook the anchor. It was anchored to the wall, and once we do that, when we secure it back to the wall, then I can start scooting baskets because I don't want it too heavy and then fall over. So but we need the drill for that. Hello, Luna. What you doing? Let you know how that went. I hit my husband's. It's there somewhere. But I do have a little one. I got a little girly drill. I can do it. Yeah, I was going to do a little marathon live yesterday, but I was exhausted. I was so tired. Maybe tonight. That would be fun. If I still have some hotspot left on my phone. Hello, Mama Swift. You've been hooking, listening and hooking. Love it. Thank you so very much. Mama Swift, she made me a blanket in this teal color. Not the sparkle, but it's a pretty teal like this. And that is my blanket in my car right now. There's the second. I'm going to pause it for a second because I need to get some water. Grab your water, grab your drink. You bought IKEA shelves with doors on them so it all looks tidy and stays dust free. That's a good idea. I wouldn't go 24 hours. No, of course not. It's too long. 24 hours is a long time. And doesn't YouTube kind of stop you after so many hours anyways. But a little while, because really I think if I go live, I'm gonna be more productive and actually get something done, you know? And you can watch me in my mess. And maybe help. Help tell me where to put what. Wendy, no worries. You're never late, and thank you so very much. And you're working on your own taxes? So you're doing your own taxes? Oh, I'm scared to do that. But I told my husband we may have to do that. We may have to either find a friend that does taxes or try to do it ourselves, because I can't afford, if I have to pay our tax guy as much as we had to pay last time, ridiculous. And it's just crunching numbers, right? Or not crunching numbers, but actually just plugging in numbers. I have to gather all of our stuff. Got to gather it all together. They don't save and numbers don't count after 12 hours. There you go. I knew there was a limit. I knew there was a limit. And then you have to start like over. Or I remember the wood guys, John over at you would if you could if you would. And Whips and Chains, he's got 2 channels. He did that a long time ago, and then he, after 12 hours, had to switch. You just did your taxes last night. Look at you guys. You're all on top of it. I'm usually one of those that has to file an extension because I'm never done in time. I'm going to try to be better this year. Try to gather all my receipts and everything for deductibles or deductions. Michi, the tax software walks you through it. And which one do you recommend? You already got your refunds? Man, Sandra, she is on it. And you got some refunds? Lucky you. We usually always end up paying. You married a CPA? Okay, Renee. Maybe I need to contact your hubby. You don't even have to look. Lucky you. Okay, so I finished that. Let's start this last segment. We may have to cut it a little short because I do have a drive later and I have to be in Muskogee by noon. TurboTax. Don't owe anything, and TurboTax, don't owe anything and get nothing back. So you break even. That's the best way. That's what we did last year, except we had to pay our tax preparation man. So we kind of. Yes, I did. There we go. Is it going? Yes, it's going. TurboTax, H&R Block. I don't like H&R Block. They screwed us over one year, and we've never been back since. So I don't know. Maybe if I do it myself. I don't know. TurboTax, H&R Block. Okay. And that's free to use, no charge. H&R Block online. I don't like H&R because they don't give you a price up front. Each year, the price would change. Interesting. Okay, so we have a lot of TurboTax users in the chat. And your husband uses TurboTax? Okay, well, if an accountant uses it. Okay, here we go. Okay, good. I don't either. Let's see. You paid $49.95. Wow, that's nice. That's a good price. $34. Just think what she paid. You've been doing TurboTax for almost 20 years. We own a farm, 2 businesses, and I'm a teacher. Rebecca, I may need to talk to you because we have my W-2 from my main job. Then we have the YouTube taxes we got to do. Ugh, I'm not looking forward to that. And then we got to do, David has 2 because he changed jobs right at the beginning or at the end. Or maybe we only have 1, and then we got his retirement from UPS, and then we got, this is so much. I don't like it. Oh, Leanie does not have state taxes to file, only federal. Nice. How is that some states don't have state taxes? Julia, I paid taxes on my pension while working, paying tax on, yeah. I see. So you don't have to pay taxes now? Now paying tax on my pension. Yeah. And then New Hampshire has no state taxes. Delaware doesn't either, do they? Well, how is it that some states don't do state taxes? And how do they get away with that? Interesting. You just have maybe higher cost in living, higher cost in groceries and stuff. Is that how they're getting your money that way? Interesting. But when I think about it, Germany, we only have 1 income tax to do as well. Okay. Has no sales tax either, only on prepared foods and hotels. I need to relocate. Yeah, you and me, Annette, we need to relocate. I want colder winters. I want snow in my winter. So New Hampshire may be the place to go because New Hampshire has snow and no state taxes. Hello. The states without a state tax your other stuff. Yeah, I figured you would probably have more to pay in stores and stuff. Or you get expensive car batteries, Sherry. That's how they're getting it. All right, I'm going to finish this row and then we're going to do the giveaway. Illinois has state tax and taxes on goods. In Massachusetts, they want to bring in a tax on every mile you drive now? What? Scrimshaw, that's crazy. How would they know? How would they know? How would they know? Yeah, Nissan related. I think so too, because my son, like I said, drives a Nissan Rogue and his battery was pretty pricey. For a little bitty car. One thing you can be sure of, the government will take your hard-earned money. Yep. Yep. That's for sure. Taxes will always be there, no matter what. It's funny, not bringing politics into this because I really don't like to talk about politics. But if we would, as the nation, everyone, all the people not pay our taxes, it would hurt them so bad. But then we would look into, punishment. I really think if we would do that, I thought the same thing, Rebecca. I did. I thought either bicycle or a horse, and take the horse, because if they're going to start taxing you on your miles, well, I guess I'm going to start riding my bike to work. Would be a little dangerous. Yep, bike or horse and buggy. Maybe I can do a carpool with the Amish. A buggy pool. That would be a good idea. I like that. A buggy pool. Would have to leave a little earlier, but it can be managed. It can be done. It can be done. We're going to retire in Utah. Yep. Right? Wouldn't that be lazy lavender? Wouldn't that be something to, if we all boycott some sort of taxes, or what if nobody would show up for the elections? Nobody. Then what? What would happen? But let's not talk politics. This is a happy place. All about yarn, crochet, whips, diamond painting, coloring. I'm doing a catch a replay. My multitasking skills have severely lacking this morning. Okay, Nisi, and I know you're going to be on at noon my time, right? Let's see if I can finish this in time. So we can do a little giveaway. Let's see, Julia says, yep. If we all wrote, we would be we would be taxed on manure. Oh my goodness. They would find a way, I'm sure. They would find a way. Oh, my cheese and crackers. Scary when thinking about cars. Well, what was so funny, because when we first moved to America in 99, okay, there were inspections on your cars every year to make sure that your emission was good, there was always an inspection, and then they got rid of that. The litter patrol. Hey, Tank, we would be making jobs. We would be creating another job. The litter patrol. Or the litter cleanup crew. We could make a manure cleanup crew. Like a sweep, like a street sweep every night or every morning. Right? Some states do, Leanie. Some states do, but they got rid of it here in Oklahoma. And the funny thing was, it was only like $5. It wasn't even that much. And it kept you, I always felt like it held you responsible to take care of your vehicle, take care of your car, make sure your maintenance, appointments were held up. And yeah, it was like a $5 sticker. I remember that. Good morning, Fiber Jazz Rebecca. How are you? Did you have a good night? Your life the other night was so much fun. I was so excited to go in there and start the kindness train, and everybody hopped on. It was so much fun. I think Matt has broken the members count for everybody. It was so exciting. And hopefully some of those gifted members will decide to stay with you guys. Almost done with the row. Yes, I was too. It was so moving to see all that kindness burst. And I was like, you know what? Some of my yarn funds is just going to Matt and Rebecca this time. I bet they slept really good that night. We don't pay for anything anymore in Ontario. No inspection, no emission tests, no registration fees. Our premier looking for vote. Yeah, but Demetra, that's going to be, I see it here. It's bad for the environment because we have cars on the road without a hood. I saw a car drive down the road without a hood the other day. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Just beat up cars everywhere and bad for the environment. Cars that should not be out on the road. All right, stitch marker. And hello, Sally Stevens. How are you? I wish we didn't have registration fees. Some people have to pay $500 and up a year. Oof, yeah. I changed it a little longer, Samantha. I thought I'm going to try a little bit, extend the time a little bit of do 30 minutes. I meant to do that from the beginning, but I thought, let's do an hour in the mornings, 20 minutes sessions, but I'm changing it to 30 just to see how it does. I'm going to clean this up because this is going with me. Oh, you guys need to tell me a stitch. Next stitch for this one. I just ended with a double. What stitch would you like me to add to this? All right, this is all going with me. Let's see here. The newer the car, the more we pay for. And that's crazy because the newer the car, the better it is for the environment. The crawler stitch, what is that? I don't know that. I don't know that stitch. I'm making myself a note. Let me make myself a note. I'm going to write down these stitches. Crawler. Then I saw an X stitch. Iris stitch. Window row. Okay, I have some of those in there. Okay, I'm gonna do all of them. I'll do all of those. What else we got? But the theory is that most cars on the road are newer cars and are fuel efficient and have no harsh emissions. There you go. Of course, the onus then is on traffic police to pull old cars off the road and find them. There you go. You just learned the crawler stitch. I gotta look that up. The Suzette stitch. Okay, I like the Suzette stitch. All right, so we got crawler, X, iris, window, Suzette. I need to look that up. The crawler is a single, half double, and double. See, Lini? Okay, so, in that order. Single, half, double. But isn't that, there's another word for that. There's another name for that. Moss stitch. Okay, I think that's good. And then the granny, of course, sure. All right, that's enough. That's enough for that one. Okay, let me pull up the StreamYard giveaway tool. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna get some water. Is the sedge stitch. Gotcha. Thank you. Sedge stitch. Wonder who came up with crawler. Interesting. And I didn't charge my phone. I should have charged it. Wrapping it up. Here we go. Let's type the word Hank. Type the word Hank. I think I should work, right? That should work. It's not a bad word. Hallo Manuela, guten Morgen. Or guten Mittag, schönen Mittag. Creative Grandma and Cody called it that, the crawler stitch. Gotcha. Okay. All right, Hank seems to be okay. You're cooking some salmon croquettes. Oh, I love croquetten. Oh, there was a good place in Germany. It's kind of like our German McDonald's. It's called Kochlöffel. Kochlöffel is cooking spoon, translated to cooking spoon, but it's Kochlöffel. You can get rotisserie chicken there, kind of like a McDonald's, Happy Meals, burgers and such, but they also have croquetten. They have croquetten and they're pretty long, pretty thick. They're, sometimes they make them kind of like little dumplings looking, but these are long. But then I would get they have French baguette rolls. I would get 2 of the croquetten, smash them on that roll, on that baguette roll, and then put mayonnaise with it. Oh, I'm gonna have to have that when I go home. I miss that. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I'm gonna have to look them up. And see if I can find a recipe for those. How long ago did I leave Germany? I moved to America in 1999, but we would go home every 2 years until 2019. That was our last trip home. And then COVID hit. And then COVID, of course, we had all of these, restrictions and cost, and we have not been back since. And I'm going bonkers. It's been 7 years, you guys. That's crazy. That's too long. Too long. Oh, Rebecca, you didn't have to do that. Thank you. Thank you so much. You did not have to do that. But thank you so much. Yeah, type in Hank. Hank. I got 38 entries. I will ship to Canada. You're just going to have to wait a little bit on shipping. But I will ship. So Canada, go ahead and type in Hank for a chance to win this beautiful. She didn't have a color name on here. Vineyard, sparkling vineyard is what I would call it. That would be my sparkling vineyard, my suggestion, but she did not put a colorway on here. But it is lay flat. No time for that. Then wash it cold, but dry flat. It's gold merino, 75% superwash, 20 nylon, 5 stellina, and it's gold. It's a DK weight, 231 yards. It would make a beautiful little hide hickey dicky or a beanie. I found a tray of raw sausages. I forgot in my fridge maybe a month. Shall I cook them? No. Smell them. You should have put them in the freezer. They've been in there for a month. No. My recommendation is no. Throw it out. Toss them, because. But what I would do though, just because, I would cut one open and smell it. Just, you could maybe cook it and feed the animals outside, but the date, yeah, what's the date on it? I would toss them. Yeah, if they're thawed out, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't try it. I would not even know. I would probably just throw them away. Throw them out. Okay, I'm gonna call it. We have 43 entries, you guys. Everybody's like, no. Okay, counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck. Viel Glück. Here we go. Scrimshaw Rose, congratulations. A little pick me up to make you feel better. I love that. Congratulations, Scrimshaw Rose. You know, just email me to this email right here that's going across the screen. Congratulations. And I'm going to have to call it, even though I still have like 5 minutes on my timer, but I have a little drive to make to get to Muskogee on time. So, congratulations, Scrimshaw Rose. Congrats. She does. I really think it always hits the perfect. You know, she needed a little pick-me-up. She did. She's hurting. She's gone through some stuff. Congratulations. I wish you guys a wonderful rest of your Saturday and tomorrow. And then maybe we'll see each other again later in the YouTube streets. Maybe I'll come on. If not, I will definitely see you tomorrow night. We're going to say what's in the tub tomorrow. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you all. I hope you had a good time. Leave your thumbs up, subscribe, and maybe share, hype it. And then I will see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.
Boom, 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 boom.